What's up guys? Today I'm gonna make a guide about the Prokhorovka. And yeah, let's go. This is very heavily dependent on light tanks. Uh, and yeah, first of all the sides. These both of the sides, like spawn 1, spawn 2, they both win around the 47% of the time. The rest of the games are draws pretty much. So each of the side doesn't have like massive advantage. They're pretty even. Each side has its different strengths. Like and yeah, I will go over them. But yeah, light tanks role really important. Um, arguably the best light tank map in the game, but you can still do things with other classes as well. But yeah, the light tank is the most important role in this map. You can't die. If you're playing light tank, just don't die. That's like I see it way too much that my light tank players just they just die in the first 1 or 2 minutes of the game, and it makes life a lot harder when your light tank dies. Uh, this is from the north spawn. This is the best push, pretty much, if you can get here. This is really good. You need to be aware though, this push gets blinded, and people will know. Usually they know when you are here. There's a little fence here. Um, so when you drive up here, you will break the fence, and if the enemies are smart, they can see it from the mid that it's broken, and they will start blinding you. Sometimes they don't blind you, sometimes everybody blinds you. It depends on the enemy team. But yeah, really good place. You outspot the light tanks. There's a lot of gaps here, and you're above. So if they try to do something here, you will spot them. That's really good. If you're not able to get to the top bush, sometimes if you have like slow light tank and no camo, you can't go here. Then like there's alternatives like this bush here is fine, and maybe this lower one. But this bush is like fine. But if they it's really small bush, so if you get blinded here, they pretty much hit you every time. Um, yeah. So when I play heavy tank, I usually play mid, like here. You can also play here, or you can drive around here. So whatever you wanna play, you can pretty much switch to the other side of the mid. Uh, the reasoning of this place is you can get shots on these TDs up here. It's gonna help your light tank a lot because like the players from 1-2 line, like the snipers, they can't really get good shots into this position unless they're like really up here. So like let's take a situation where your light tank has outspotted the enemy light tank and the enemy light is dead and now your light tank is alive. Now your light tank he wants to go and advance in the 1-2 line. This position becomes issue if they don't die because like there's like gaps here and stuff, so it's gonna be harder for your light tank to get deeper spots if these people here are alive. And that's when the middle comes in handy because you literally just farm these guys from here. Also, if you're like playing hull down here, really close, you can sometimes even spot these guys yourself if they're shooting you. So that's a good thing to know. Mm, this side of the mid, uh, I don't play this that much. Sometimes I do. Like I might if my light tank is really passive here and there's nothing really going on, I might switch here. If there's some action in the hill, for example, because you have shots on the hill sometimes. And if the enemies are like playing really high up here and looking to get shots on your teammates on the hill, then you can punish them sometimes from here. So pretty much you just don't want these guys to play for free, and you want to punish the enemies, hill players, if they make mistakes. Also, this position is, I forgot to say, but you will make it harder for the enemy light tank also to like advance here. Because if he makes a mistake, like there's also like gaps here and maybe somewhere here, but uh, sometimes you can spot the light tank yourself from mid because most of the light tank players, they are not really good and they make mistakes all the time. So sometimes they just randomly get spotted by you and die because I know they bulge out from the bush or something. So yeah, I wanted to add that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what the mid. Now the hill. From this side, pushing hill is harder because you need to go uphill, and the mid players from the enemy side, they have free shots out of this way. There is a situation where you can push the hill though, and it's when the enemy team doesn't have tanks in this side of the mid. For example, if they're here, they're they don't have enough vision. You know, it's 545 meters, so they can't really like see you from here. So if their mid from this side is empty, then they don't really have anybody who can punish like this cross from mid. So if you have like maybe in platoon, or if you just have enough teammates and they don't have like they have maybe like one or two tanks in heal, then you can actually try to push heal if you have more teammates to do that. But only when this side of the mid is empty. Because if if you try to push mid and they have like three tanks here, then you just get farmed and you will die for nothing basically. So yeah, I think that's a good thing to note. One more thing about the 1-2, there's this dip here. I don't recommend going here with like your heavies or anything. It's like you get stuck here. If there's arty, you will get arty the whole game. So that's annoying. If you are EBR, however, you can make use of this. For example, if like there's like a light tank, you know, that is playing like here or somewhere, and you're EBR, right? You can go like 94 kilometers per hour, just drive. You proxy the light who's here, and then you swing into the dip to the safe. This light tank and the enemy team, they don't have any time to react to shoot you, and this guy is still, and you are moving like to the safe like immediately. So, and you can tell your team that you're gonna do this play, and they can take pre-aim here, and pretty much the enemy light might just explode, and you don't really lose HP at all. So that's like good way to make use of this if you're EBR. Other lights, it can work with other lights, but EBR is obviously best because it's so fast and it turns fast. And yeah, you know everything and good camo and yeah. Yeah. Back to the hill. If you can push hill, then it's really strong. You get you can get here. You can from the mid from behind. And yeah, the enemy team really starts to fall at that point. Like you get mid, and if you just haven't lost the 1-2 line, it's the enemy is like in this area here, and then you just come around from every side. And when you get under here, if you get someone that's just under here, after that, it's pretty much like GG for the enemy team. Yeah, and I think I had one. Yeah, this one cheeky thing from south. If you have a fast tank, there is a place here. Uh, there's like a bushes and a tree, and you can knock the tree down, and you have shots on this cross. So if you have like a medium tank that has like a little bit of camo and is fast, like maybe Leopard 1 or CS, like even maybe some TDs like Relay if you're like big balls guy. You can come here at the start, and sometimes there's like people that stay on the rails to shoot mid or something, or then they have just go to the hill with their slow tanks. Then you can actually just get shots on this cross, and you can like double bush. You can spot this cross, and then you just double bush and shoot, and it's it doesn't work every time. Like there's not like slow tanks always going, or not people going late here, but sometimes they go late here for some reason, and it's free damage. It, it's very unusual spot. Not many people use this, but I've used it with like Fosh B, Leopard 1, G-Sor 1008. It's and I've gotten sometimes I've gotten like 2k damage at the start of the game, like for free. Just like E75 or some heavies, just dumb heavy players just crossing. So yeah, that's one spot you can take advantage of sometimes. But don't hang around too long here because the Hell players might spot you. And if they have like TDs in the way back, you can't spot them and they can shoot you. So this is just like for the early game if you want to see if you are able to get like free damage. So make use of that. Okay, I think we're gonna go to the south spawn now. I mean the yeah south spawn. Um, yeah, one zoo line first. You don't have I mean the enemies have this top push of course. You need to be aware of that, and you need to know as a light tank if you are playing like a light tank. You need to know if the enemy is here or not. Like just if you didn't see him go there, you can check defense like from mid, or then just explore if you get spotted from this bush. Because if they are here, you can't really like make any pressure here. So the best way is that you ping that there's someone here, and then you hope your teammates blind this. It's really important to blind this. If you have enough teammates just shooting this like minute or two straight, like the light tank is he's gonna take some shots and he's probably gonna leave or then he stays here and dies. Mm, there's also some pushes like here. People use these. I guess they can work and they're fine. You can use them. And then you can also make use of the dip play that I told about the other spawn. Like if you're EBR, same thing. You can drive fast, proxy like to this area, then curve here and be safe. Uh, Middle plays the same. Again, like you counter this, so you can support your team. Light tank. Your team doesn't have shots to this position from 1-2 line, so that's where the mid comes handy. You can also spot this place yourself with a heavy if you're playing hull down like here, and you bait them to shoot you. Only when they shoot you, you will spot them if you have good V range. And they don't really have. They had some cover on the like north spawn in here, but from this spawn, like these guys are really open if they get spotted. So it's a little bit easier to kill these guys from this side. And yeah, you also, if you play mid here with heavy, you make it harder for the light tank again, or you just the light tank can't make mistakes, or he gets spotted. So yeah. And if you play mid and you know that their light tank is here, just blind him. Like start blinding this push. As a mid player, you can really see where do you get spotted from. Like if you get spotted, like you can go like down And if you get like spotted only when you see this push, then you're 100% sure that they are here. And also you can check defense. You can see it really clearly from here, defense here. So if it's broken, there's a light tank there probably. Mm, yeah, same thing about this place. You just support your uh, hill. You try to keep these guys down, not picking for free. And occasionally you get shots on hill. But I don't play here that much from this side either. I prefer this place if I'm playing mid. Um, yeah, and now there's the south aggro, aka hill push. Hill push works better from south because like you're going downhill, so of course it's easier. These guys can still punish this, but if you go down enough, they don't have shots. You need teammates. You need a lot of team to do this, usually. Like you can't push the hill alone, or really rarely it's gonna work. This works if you have like triple IS-7 or triple K or one platoon. This is like your dream to push this down. You get easy ramps and stuff. Um, if you push hill and you kill everybody from here, if the enemies have tanks here, there's like you can climb here and go like this to the zero line, and you have hull down here to shoot this position. People don't know. This is like really niche thing, and you're probably not gonna use this very often. But it's just if the situation comes that you're here and there's just tanks here that's really hard to kill. Usually people just go like this and challenge, but that's like this is like trading fight here. But if you get here, that's like a straight hull down. If you have like turret armor, they can't do anything to you, and you just farm them or force them to go back here, and then maybe your teammates from here can shoot them, or if you have like teammate going in mid late, they can also shoot here. So yeah, this should make it a lot easier to get rid of these guys. And then of course you want to make your way here. Once you're here, if you cross this rail into this dip here, you can farm the mid like really easily. It's free farm. And again, at that point, the enemy team is gonna fall pretty much. Like they will just die as long as you haven't lost the 1-2 line completely at that point. And yeah, then getting under here, you're gonna spot the enemy teams pretty much yourself if you have HP to do that. If you don't, there's like alternative things. Maybe you have your teammates going here. There's still a lot of people in mid. Let's say like the enemy team. Uh, your option is after the heal push, if there's like nothing here, these are cleared. You can drive here into the mid. There's like hull down, you can shoot under the rails into the mid. That can work as well if you're like low HP, and that might be the better option to do. And let your full HP or more HP teammates to go here and do that play. Mm, yeah. Also, let's hop onto the other side again. If enemy team is pushing hill and you are in south spawn, in north spawn, this is good defending place. So, for example, if you're like playing mid and you notice that the enemy team is pushing hill, you rotating here and maybe here even if you have time can make the difference if like you're gonna actually hold this side or not. Because once they get this side, it's going to be really hard. Like you just get stuck on the 1-2. You lose mid. It's gonna be tough. So knowing how to defend this side is also like important. Like this island and these places, you can shoot the crossings. So yeah, but you can't. Of course, you can't defend this alone. If there's like three tanks pushing, for free and you're alone, of course, then you need to like run away. But if you have like teammates under here and they're getting outnumbered, you providing like support for example, from here or here can make the difference. So just be aware of that. And yeah, mm, back to the south. If you lose 1-2 line, now what to do at that point? Usually, when you lose 1-2 line, your light tank dies, enemy light tank is spotting everyone. That's when you usually lose the game. So I'm gonna try to give like some last hope things, like what to do. So if you're like playing mid, your one option is you try to go here and you try to proxy spot the light tank. You try to deny his like way to go deep here to spot your whole team. Doesn't always work. The issue with this is that the enemy's mid players, they have shots on you. That's like the only issue with this. But if you see like trees going down here and you're like here, just try to go for this like quickly. Because if you proxy the light tank and he dies, that can really be the difference if you're gonna win or lose this game. Because if the both light tanks are like enemy team's light tank is dead and your team's light tank is dead, then the situation is even again. So that's one thing. The other thing is you abandon like when your light tank dies, you abandon the mid and 1-2 line. Like if you're playing like TDs, mediums, you just straight up run to the 8-9-0 line and you try to get a map split. Map split is like the last option. I haven't gotten into that many situations lately to get a map split situations in this map, but sometimes they can happen, and it's important that you get like this area. Enemy enemies probably like they get this area. Then you really want someone to be on the rails on both sides, and you probably want someone on the hill, a couple of guys, and some people in the mid. These positions. If you happen to get into the map split, this is how you play it. Mm, but yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Mm, yeah, I hope this was helpful and thanks for watching.